Welcome to a new episode. Welcome to 2026. On this episode, of course, is a new year, new goals, new stuff. So the topic that I wanted to be talking about is about that. Basically, I have certain bullet points that I want to go through. I might, and most likely, will talk about other things all around the world or whatever. But I kind of have a list of things that I want to talk. And the first thing that I just want to talk is every January 1st, a lot of people start with certain goals. They want to change their life all around, and I don't believe that's the way because in reality, and this is gonna be covering like the second point, the motivation will basically just vanish. Motivation won't last. If you're lucky, it might last 2 weeks, it might last 3 weeks. But to be honest, every year you keep telling yourself the same things. Even myself, I keep telling myself the same things. Personally, the reason why I'm not going to like I still have goals. Yeah, I agree. Like every year I want to accomplish something, but the reason why I'm not like January 1st and I'm gonna start working out is because I have had the chance and the opportunity to realize that not every day is gonna be perfect, and that the best moment to start is basically starting. There won't be an opportunity where like everything is gonna line up perfectly. Just like this podcast, for example, like every time you're like expecting, oh, it needs to be perfect, it needs to be perfect. But again, as I mentioned, the perfect time is basically to start now. And in the past, like I was telling you, I have realized that it's about building those small habits for you to actually continue stacking and laying it out all the goals, all the momentum that you want to build day by day. And it's not like your life is gonna change that Monday. Your life is not gonna change next month. Your life is not gonna change next year. Your life changes when you decide to change. And with that being said, the 2026 goals basically is to continue with the 25 goals, continue with the 24 goals, but still, it's continuing with that foundation that I have been building, just staying fit, trying my best as a goalkeeper coach, keep learning, keep putting myself in opportunities of where I need to grow, and when I challenge myself to actually get out of my comfort zone. If you're watching this, I really recommend you that, like start with that journey of analyzing, realizing that not every day is gonna be perfect, but it's about you building that foundation. So with that being said, we just complete the first point. We're gonna go to the second point, the motivation and the sense of purpose. As I mentioned at the beginning, motivation will last me forever. And it's tough. I'm a person that wakes up, and I really recommend this habit, waking up early. I'm a person that likes to wake up 5 a.m., even though if I go to bed at 12, even though if I go to bed at 10. Of course, there is moments where actually, like, I measure, like, oh, I need to get 8 hours of sleep, or I feel my body, in the years, I have been working with my body a lot, so I kind of understand my body very well right now. But that's discipline. And the motivation, like I mentioned, discipline will overeat motivation all year. Because in reality, like I said, motivation will last you 2 weeks. Discipline is something that you need to continue doing every single day. Every single day, you need to keep showing up. If you say something to yourself, it's about keeping the promises you do to yourself. I know a lot of people already broke the promises they did on December 31st, but again, understand that you will lag, just don't lag 2 days in a row. That's the most important thing. One day you can lag, that's fine, but don't lag 2 days in a row. Okay, so again, this is part of it, motivation. I got my motivation, I got my new camera, I got my mic, I got all this set up, everything. Um, the sense of perfectionism. I have struggled a lot with that. And basically, again, I think that sense of perfectionism doesn't really exist. It's just excuses. This episode number, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5, is definitely not perfect. I am not greatest at the public speaking. I'm not greatest at having like a whole perfect route where I want to take the conversation or give you lessons and stuff like that. But it's just the progress of it. I know one day from here to 5 years, here from 10 years, it will continue improving. So I'm trying to learn, trying to just go there, sense it, like put myself in this situation to continue learning, and then it's gonna build that perfectionism. So never expect that you're just gonna show up and do 100% great at everything that you do. And it happened to me, for example, a couple of months ago, I went to Top Golf to play golf. I was playing, I really sucked, and I wasn't expecting there showing up and just being the greatest golfer ever. Of course, I was gonna suck, and just continue showing up, continue showing up. I asked for help. My brother came, helped me. I learned a little bit more, and I'm still learning. I'm still improving. So again, it's not about just waiting to the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity. It's not about you showing up and thinking you're the best of the world. It's about acknowledging that you have room to grow. And all of these can really relate to goalkeeping. Again, I know my channel or my videos, my personal brand is more attached to goalkeepers. So, how can we relate all of this to goalkeeping? Personally, understanding that not every day is gonna be perfect. However, you still need to have those promises to yourself, need to have those answers of yourself. Of like, I'm gonna be showing up every single day. It doesn't matter what happens, it doesn't matter how things go wrong. I'm gonna still journal. I'm gonna still write on my soccer journal about like things that I want to improve. How did the practice go? All those small steps that are gonna take you to whatever level you want. Understand that you're capable to achieve everything that you want if you know the path that you're going. Again, if final, we were in New York, we take the metro. The only way we could have made it to, I don't know, to Empire States or whatever is because in the cell phone it says specifically where we wanted to go. And life is like that. You need to tell yourself specifically of where you want to go. If you want to be XY goalkeeper, you need to know how you're going to achieve that and work towards that. Not saying that, oh, I want to be Manuel Neuer and then you're eating McDonald's or really don't care, taking care of yourself. So again, don't expect to be a greatest on anything, work on that thing and stay disciplined and not motivated because motivations will be gone. So we spoke about the anchors. Anchors is basically not lacking, having yourself not a specific little standard, but acknowledge it. Like for example, there's 5 non-negotiables for me. Number one, I'm not gonna miss 2 workouts, 2 days. So I know that for sure, it doesn't matter what, I'm gonna be working out one day, and then I can skip one day, whatever, but not the second day. So define those anchors that are gonna help you. Having a plan, learning, and then this video, short video, just to catch you up with like the goalkeeper master goals with the personal brand goals. Of course, like you can say, I have a little bit of a different setup. I'm trying different things for me to find the motivation, but not really. To me, to actually systemize all of this, that way it's easier for me to actually continue posting videos. I got the mic, I got the camera, all of that. So my plan for Goalie Master is to continue uploading goalkeeper content. I have a few interviews aligned for my podcast, for the YouTube channel, and all of that. During the year, I'll be meeting with all goalkeeper coaches. We'll be having conversations about goalkeeping, life, and stuff like that. However, in my personal Instagram, my personal life, I also want to share a little bit more about Juan Sayed. I think my identity, a couple of weeks ago I got a copyright issue and I realized like I keep posting things just for chasing for followers or chasing for this stuff, but in reality it's not me, like it's some video like random algorithm thing, but I want to create that personal brand that people understand who is Juan Sayed. People can probably hopefully get motivated about like, oh, this guy is crazy, he wakes up in the mornings, he workouts, he try different things. He failed because I failed so many times. He failed to continue trying. Hopefully that gives you a small push as well for you to do whatever dream you're trying to do. Again, I have started these kind of videos multiple times on a sense saying, and this might be another possibility of me saying like, all right, we're going all in, and then like 3 weeks I just like, but I want to follow the advice that I said. Just show up, do it, and learn through a journey. So hopefully, if you are still here, thank you for listening. And nothing. We'll see you in a different episode.